Hello YouTube, it's Ben here from Team America 1 coming at you with a locals report. This will be as of April 6th, I believe is the date. April 6th. It's a Saturday tournament, so this will probably be uploaded on a Sunday. It's April 5th, my bad. But this is just a quick locals report of how I did today. I got top 8, went 3-2 in Swiss, finishing 6th overall, and then losing round 1-2 in Zectors. So let's just get right into the deck profile, and then I'll talk about changes I'll make, and then upcoming regionals, which is next week. So, but yeah, let's just get right into the main deck. This is a Gigavise, so 3 Gigaplant. I'll talk about matchups as well, but the 3 Gigaplant, you need it. That's standard, and yeah, double on fire. I'm using these golds right now, but I have supers coming in the mail, so they should be here by next week. Yeah, Lone Fire is just Lone Fire. The Dandelion, because it's Dandelion. Dandelion was great. Same with the one Spore. Spore is great. And Nettles. Nettles is actually surprisingly good. Because I would bluff, I would set it and bluff the Dandelion, then flip, then synchro with it. And there's a few changes though I would make. One Fallen Angel of Roses. This was to strictly make rank 7 plays. I never made a rank 7 with this card. Mediocre at best. I'd play Titanial over it, but I think I'm just going to play a second Skill Prisoner over Fallen Angel of Roses. And then the last plant I play is one Talea. I was testing Talea over Titanial, and overall this card is better, in my opinion, because of cards like Exciton and Dark Hole. Attacking a Mirror Force with this card is also safer if you have a field full of plants. So Talea is really good. For support, double Card Trooper, legitimate dual terminal ones now. I picked these up today. They're really nice and shiny, yay. But anyways, Card Trooper was absolutely terrible today. I say that with the kindest words, I guess. But this card milled me complete crap all day. I legitimately had 0 good mills. I would always mill either 3 spells, a combination of 2 spells and a trap, or 2 traps and a spell, or cards like Swift Scarecrow, Cranes, or my own Card Troopers. The worst mill I had was I milled a Warning, Trap Stun, and Called Haunted, and then he won because I was trying to mill just to save myself, and I just milled god-awful today. Would I cut this card? No, because you need to play it. However, just completely terrible mills. I opened decent majority of the time, though, so I cannot complain about that. The 3 Crane, because Crane is good. The 1 Debris is ridiculously good. 1 Trap Tricks Murmillo. If you don't know what this card does, it's unaffected by the effects of whole normal trap cards. When this card is normal summon, you can add 1 whole normal trap card from your deck to your hand. So adding Bottomless or Trap Hole, or Void Trap Hole, Trap Tricks, Trap Hole, Nightmare, that kind of stuff. Target 1 spell or trap card, and then when this card is special summon, you can target 1 spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. That your opponent controls, my bad. So this card has a variety of uses, and I'm going to set it to the side, or not really to the side. I never actually got this off, but Gigaplant can special summon insects as well, and since this is an insect, special summon it to pop a back row. It never happened today, because majority of the time I either didn't have the Murmillo to special summon, or I was pushing for game just through Gigaplant and then into Gigaplant. So, and then the Redux was great when I had him. I rarely ever had this card. Swift Scarecrow came in clutch against the Giria matchup. I'll talk about that. I ended up losing the match anyways, but it was still clutch, and it was clutch against Inzectors as well. For the spells, 1 Book of Moon, the most versatile spell in the game. Foolish Burial. Foolish Burial is really good. I never actually resolved. I resolved Foolish Burial once. And I resolved Book of Moon quite a bit throughout the day. Majority of the time, I just use it to either get my effects like to go off or chain to other effects. So Book of Moon, wonderful card. 2 Miracle Fertilizer. Resolved it once and it didn't help me whatsoever because I ended up losing anyways. So Miracle Fertilizer was mediocre because majority of the time I was milling it off of Card Trooper. So same goes to this card, 3 MST. I never once hit something that I really desired to hit with MST. Majority of the time I was just trying to stay alive, or that my MSTs were MST'd by my opponent during the end phase, or they were milled by Card Trooper, and I never got to see them. So, again, I feel like I could have performed a lot better if I just decided to not mill with Card Trooper, but the chances of you milling, like, somewhat decent are still fairly high. So, I guess I was just trying to test my luck, and my luck was not with me today. Mill-wise. Otherwise, I feel like I played pretty well against decent meta competition, so, Supervise, it's Supervise. Supervise is good. It gets your plays off. Yada yada. 2 DDR. DDR was just completely wonderful. Like, I had been cutting down to 1, but you need the second one. The second one just opens up so many more opportunities. And then, probably MVP was Mark of the Rose. When I wasn't milling this card and I had it in hand to use, and I didn't have the Lance, which my opponent always had the Lance, which was kind of upsetting. Mark of the Rose was wonderful. Like, it allowed me to do so many plays. So, Mark of the Rose, OP, best spell card. I don't know. For the traps, 1 warning. I'm warning like 2 things maybe today, and I milled this card 4 times. Like, I milled this card more than I activated it, so that was fun. The 1 Skill Prisoner, this card is just ridiculous. Like, Skill Prisoner against Insectors was marvelous, and Fire Fist Skill Prisoner was, again, awesome. Like, Skill Prisoner was just way too good. Then the 1 Bottomless, because you can search it off of Murmillo. So Bottomless is really, really nice to have. The 2 Call the Haunted. Call the Haunted was really good. Majority of the time it was getting MST'd, so I would just chain it, bring back like a Card Trooper, and then draw 1. So it always went 1 for 1. And then 2 Trap Sun. Trap Sun helped me win a game against Fire Fist and a game against Mermail. So, yeah. So, actually, Trap Sun helped me win a match against Mermail. So, Trap Sun is OP. And that's it for the main deck. Side deck, I guess, first. I'm not sure. Double Maxi. Never used it. Never drew into it. Sided it in against Mermail, but I only saw it once, I think, and by that time I was setting to survive. Double Veiler. Again, I never saw this card. I never sided it in. I sided it in against Fire Fist, I guess, but that was it. Thunder King, never sided it. Jinzo, OP. Like, I picked up, like, pretty sure this is mint. And this is like a mint Spanish Jinzo, which was really cool. But yeah, Jinzo was like, okay. I sacked my Dandelion with this. And, no, I sacked my own Leo, and he thought I was crazy. But, like, he couldn't win because he had 4 back row and he had already used his warning, so I didn't know. It wasn't Leo. That was a different time. I sacked a Gigaplant. That's what and then I sacked for Jinzo against a concert player, and it completely won me the game. Like, he Dark Hold next turn and then Call haunted it, and I won because he couldn't do anything. And then for the spells, 1 Dark Hole. I never sided this. I'm not sure. I kind of want to take it out, but it's just such a powerful card, and I don't want to be without it ever. So I'm thinking about trying to fit it into the main deck for Fallen Queen Angel Roses, which I'm considering. And then, yeah. Traps, 1 Full House. I never saw it. I sided it in against Insectors and Fire Fist. Never saw it. One trap hole. Trap hole was amazing. Sided it in against counselors, and it did its job to perfection. So, double Mind Crush. Mind Crush was Mind Crush. There's not much more to explain other than the fact that mind crushing certain cards is good. So, let's see. Double Imperial Iron Wall. I didn't side this in. I didn't feel it was necessary. I really didn't face anything that would have completely devastated or pooped on me because of it. Majority of the time I was facing decks that couldn't actually respond or banish themselves. So, and then double Overworked, because Overworked is a good card. But yeah, so my lovely tokens, I'll set these out. But extra deck now. Extra deck, one Leviair. I never made it. I feel like Leviair would have been is good to have, I guess. The 2 Melee, I made this card a lot. Majority of the time I got Phoenix Chain, which is really sad. But when it did resolve, like, it got the job done. The 1 M7, M7 is M7. Dracosack. Dracosack is Dracosack. Synchros. Formula Synchron. Almost got a game lost because I didn't have an English copy, or I forgot I had mine on me, and he was like questioning me on that. That was kind of stupid, but one Catastor. Catastor puts in work. It should be an ARM80s. I don't own one though. Double Power Tool. Power Tool is Power Tool. You need it to run 2. One Black Rose. Black Rose is good. Scrap Dragon, or Stardust Dragon is good. Scrap Dragon was superb. The one Colossal Fighter, I'm taking this card out. I really dislike this card with a burning passion. I never made it, and I never faced Bujin. So, like, it was mediocre. I could have made it in certain circumstances, but Stardust and Scrap Dragon were infinitely better choices. And I wish I would have played Crimson Blader over this card, because this was just bad. Like, there was not one instance. There were many instances where I wish I had the Crimson Blader, and I didn't. Because I played Mermail twice. That's the main reason. 1. Leo, Il Custode del Opera Albergo Sacro. I don't know. Leo's Keeper of the Sacred Trees, OP, really good against Mermail. Then 1 Star Eater. And that rounds out the extra deck. So that's it. 40 card main deck, 15 card extra deck, 15 card side deck. Like I said, it went 3-2. Let's just run through what I played and how I did. And I'm just going to set some cards for you to look at. You can look at my card troopers. So, to get started, round 1, I faced Fire Fist. I 2-0'd Fire Fist. It was a really inexperienced player. He really didn't know what he was doing, and the deck was terrible, but you can consider it Fire Fist. I saw a Bear and I saw a Raven. He's playing Tensu and Tenki and Denson, so Fire Fist. But yeah, it was not that hard. He let me go first game 1, and I opened Lone Fire Supervise, so I won. Like, he couldn't do anything. And then like, I pretty much got the lockdown with Dracosack. Dracosack, Stardust, and M7. So, with 2 tokens. It was kind of mean. I felt bad because it was a kid. But then, game 2, I went against... I don't remember what I went against. Oh, Consular. I got paired down against Consular. Jinzo OP. Like, I 2-0'd Consular. It was ridiculous. Lone Fire Supervise game 1. Game 2, grind game, sack for Jinzo, proceed to win from there. Like, there's not much to talk about. Game 3, I think that was my first loss. No, I went out of order. Game 2, I went against Pure Geargia, and I lost in game 3. Time. He had 2 defense position Geargia X, 2 and a Soul Silver Mountain defense position, and a 1-1 Silent Honor in defense position, and I had to put 200 points of damage on. and then see if he could get over my board. And I went into a power play and went Black Rose, tried to activate Black Rose's effect to switch one to attack position, and it got skill prisonered and I lost. And that was really sad. So that was game 2. Game 3 was against Consters, and then that was Jinzo OP. Game 4 was against Mermail. I 2-0 Mermail, Lone Fire Supervise again. Opened that game 1. And game 3. No, game 1 and game 2. Game 2 I didn't open it, but I ended up drawing into it, so like again, you can't do much, and then trap stun for game. Like trap stun, Lone Fire, Supervise, you win. And then round 3 I got 2-0'd by, or round 5 I got 2-0'd by Mermail. Game 1 I lost a creature swap. It was really weird. Not gonna argue it. It was like unexpected but fair, so like whatever. And then game 2 I just overextended, didn't push hard enough, and he just grinded me out from there with his resources and a recurring title. Props to him. He ended up, I think he got 2nd overall, so like it wasn't bad. But and then in top 8 I lost game 3 against Insectors because Insectors are Insectors and Hornet is a card. And the guy that I played against, his name's Gio. He got his invite at our regionals last time. He's a really good Insector player, so it's like I automatically knew the matchup was going to be hard. I lost game 1, won game 2, and then game 3 was just grind. And he just top decked everything and resolved 3 Reckless Greed within 1 turn. So that's why I lost. If he hadn't have resolved the Reckless Greeds, I would have won, I feel like. So that's kind of that. And then I didn't pull anything. I pulled Battling Box or Spirit. Like, we got Shadow Spectres today, so it was like mediocre at best, but it's good practice. I did face a wide variety of meta decks, so I cannot complain. But anyways, you guys, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. But yeah, and then new news. I have regionals next week, so I'll be uploading like a regional report around Thursday, Friday-ish with a finalized build. And then I will be going into regionals. And if you are wondering, I will be playing plants, but I'm not sure what kind of plants. Dragon plants are really what I'm leaning towards, but I don't know yet. Destiny plants seem fun too. So anyways, you guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.